Alright, good morning everybody. Must have tweaked a little something while I slept because I'm a bit sore this morning, so forgive me if I move a little slowly. But you know what it is, it's Rune Casting Wednesday. We do this every Wednesday, and we're going to kind of look into this mystery, see what it can tell us about today. I'm thinking this is probably going to be pretty short and sweet and to the point. Not a lot of stuff popping up, not a lot of news happening, so at least not on this end. Maybe on yours though. So in the interest of time, mainly saving yours and mine because yeah, I'm kind of getting a late start too, and I really want to get this video up and running because I got the links out late yesterday. Video still did pretty well, but when you have late links, it's kind of a bummer. Kind of drags down your whole day, and generally, that's why I say if you subscribe and hit the notification bell, you really don't need those links. They'll just kind of come up in your feed, and you'll be able to watch them. And if you hit the like button, that tends to come up on the recommended list a little more. So that would help me out a ton, and if you really want to help out the channel without spending any money, that is the best way to do it. So please, if you feel inclined, and I thank you beforehand, I really would appreciate you doing that for this channel, no matter where it is you're viewing, whether it's Rumble, Odyssey, BitChute, CloudHub, any of those platforms, even YouTube. So anyway, let's get right into it today, starting with you. Well of Weird. This is getting a little spooky to me because I did a private reading. I've been kind of around the internet a little bit, and I've seen some things that are kind of popping up, and it seems like being in Leo season, and understand I still don't understand astrology that well yet, but I do have a book on the way that I'm going to be looking into. I've got a couple other books I'm going to look into as well. But this is all about your magic, your ability, your talents, your talent and ability to create. Remember, we talked a while back about that godlike power to create things, and this is it. This is where Odin found the runes, by hanging from Yggdrasil and looking down into that well. It really should not take you long to find your creativity. It really shouldn't take you long to find that concept and start sketching something rough, whether it's in text and just a notebook dedicated to that one thing, whether it's on a word processor, a canvas, digital or otherwise. It really should not take you long to just sit down with that thing and start creating it. One of the pieces of advice I have given people before is, you know, this thing has a digital voice recorder, right? Yeah, you just fire it up and you can just start talking to it and getting it all down there. And if you feel like deleting that voice file, well, you know, that's fine. At least you've gotten it down somewhere. Or if you want to store it somewhere else off the phone, that's also an option. Any option is a good one, especially when it's your power to create, your power to wield your own magic. And of course, you're being guided by endings. Now, the key thing is not getting stuck. It's going to be always keep moving. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to something which is just here off camera, and I'm going to be pulling it out just for this. Remember what I said, just a notebook with all your stuff in it. Right now I can tell you, I was sitting in a word processor drawing a blank, and then sitting down over a couple sessions, I actually created a few pages worth of stuff. I really haven't had time to sit down with it since, but there it is. I don't care if you sit there and you write the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog, or all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, or whatever it is. As long as you're in the act of writing something down or typing something down or just plain doodling, you're still going to find something in there, some little nugget of truth that's that little diamond in the rough. And you're not going to be stuck because you're going to keep moving. I don't care if another idea doesn't come to you. It needs to be you moving, because eventually it's like panning for gold, it's like panning for gems. You get that silt up and you're sitting there in that water and you're swishing it around, and all the sediment from the flowing water is just moving that sediment away, and then you catch a peek of something and you reach in there and you pluck it out, and there it is. A rough but very beautiful bit of gold, a piece of emerald, perhaps even a bit of quartz, something like that. Something that is very useful and will, or at least something that will serve you a little better. So it's important to get rid of anything that is not helping you. So let's get to these runes here, and here we go. Oh boy. Current situation, and you're getting stuck. This is where it is. This is your obstacle right now. Notice when we were talking about the writing in the notebook, the typing on the computer or the laptop, or whatever it is. I don't care if you're writing an entire book on your phone. If that's your thing, go right ahead. But the point is, physically, you may need to stop moving. Mentally, you may need to stop moving. And that means sometimes getting the brain to shut up a minute so you can think, right? Turn off all the noise. Get back in touch with yourself. Because while you seem to be stuck or blocked by an obstacle, this is where you defeat and remove them. Whatever exercise you need to take to melt that ice and get it to flowing again, that's exactly what you need to do. It's right here with Ingus, or Ingvaz. With this particular rune, granted they're giving you the Anglo-Saxon version of it, but with this one it's all about unity. So if you can't handle things by yourself, perhaps it's time to work with someone else. Someone else may have a bit of a strong suit where you're weak, and they'll be able to teach you things as long as you're looking at it, as long as you're taking that lesson in. This really is about a relationship with someone or something else that takes you further than what you have been before. And it's going to require some strength on your part. The strength of this particular bull, known as the Auroch, this thing, it's extinct now, but this animal was extremely strong, and you're probably facing some pretty rough time with that ice sitting in your way. So you're going to have to be stronger than that and move through it. But that's everything from this particular reading today, so I'm going to go ahead and get this thing in the can and out to you. Just remember, before I kick out of here, love you all. Take care of yourselves and each other. Always do what lights you up. And as always, be sure to join me on High Notes for the Rune of the Week, and shine on.